Hey everyone, it's Dan with the Dan Young Group. I was taking a drive through the country here, and I noticed there were a lot of signs in the yards, homes that have not been selling in a very hot market. And it occurred to me that I don't know that sellers realize that not all agents are equally skilled. And this is what I mean by that. I have to believe that you're not allergic to money, right? But yet you hire an agent that is not skilled and therefore is not going to get the most amount of money. But you may not know the right questions to ask, so I'm going to help you out there. The first question to ask an agent is, where are you going to get the buyers for my home, right? Because my job as an agent is to get the two best buyers on planet Earth bidding against each other for your home. And you have to have a plan with that. So if you ask them the question, how are you going to get the buyers? Where are you going to find these buyers? And they come to you with what I call the 3 Ps. That is, they say, you know what? I'm going to put a sign in the yard. I'm going to place it in the multiple listing system, the MLS, and I'm going to pray it sells. Those are the 3 Ps. And by the way, there's nothing wrong with the 3 Ps, and they are a good foundation for any marketing plan. In fact, when I first got into the business, that's what I did, because that's all I knew, because I wasn't a skilled agent at that time. Granted, that was a long time ago. The reason it's not the best way to sell a home is because it's very passive, right? There's nothing proactive about that. Whereas we know through our research where the buyers are, and we proactively market to where those buyers are. Not unlike going to a pond and knowing where the fish are and then dropping the bait where the fish are. It just makes sense, right? Well, it's because we're skilled and we know how to do that. That's how we're able to get more buyers. The only thing an agent can really control in the transaction is the demand for your home. That's why you have to be proactive in the approach. So the second thing is, okay, great. You've told us where you're going to get the buyers. How are you going to make sure that we get the two best buyers on planet Earth bidding against each other? Well, that's through a negotiation strategy. And again, most agents are very passive in this, where they'll say, hey, what we're going to do is we're going to get the buyers. If we get multiple offers, great. That's a good hope, not a plan. It's our hope. But if we get multiple offers, then we're going to tell them to bring us your highest and best offer. And if we're going to get really creative, we'll say, you know what, we're going to keep it open until Sunday or Monday, and you bring us your highest and best offer, and we'll pick the best one. Now, it's like a closed bidding system, and it makes no sense to me, never has. And it's very passive. Now, we proactively shop that offer back and forth and create an auction type atmosphere. That's how we're able to drive the price of your home up and get the best possible terms, because your situation may be such where you need more time between closing and when you actually have to be out of the house and that sort of thing. So we're negotiating all of those terms in the background too. So one, our job is to get the two best buyers on planet Earth bidding against each other by knowing where those buyers are, right? And getting them to the table and then starting the proactive bidding process. Most agents, I'm telling you, factually, most agents are not skilled in doing either one of those. They're proactive agents. It doesn't mean they're bad people. Please don't misunderstand me. The majority of agents I know are fantastic people. They're just unskilled because no one has taken the time to show them. Now, here's where it gets really messy. This is a different market we're in. This is not a market where you can have a passive agent. This is a time where you need to go pro. Okay? This isn't a good time to hire Aunt Sally or Uncle Bob because they just got their license. You're going to leave thousands of dollars, maybe tens of thousands of dollars on the table by doing that. But then again, even some of the most experienced agents are using the same skill set that they had 20 years ago. So how long they've been in the business really doesn't matter either. But point being, even if you have Aunt Sally and Uncle Bob that just got their license, well, as long as they're being mentored by a very skilled agent, fantastic. Otherwise, no bueno, right? So give the Dan Young Group a call, and we will show you exactly how we go where the buyers are, bring you the best buyers, and get the two best buyers on planet Earth bidding against each other and get the most for your home. And we get the terms and price that you need for your unique situation. Happy to share that. Just give us a call, 513-405-9595. Remember, not all agents are equally skilled. There's a right way and a wrong way to sell real estate, and doing it the wrong way can literally have catastrophic consequences to your equity. So I know you're not allergic to money, so give us a call.